They've come to do battle and hope to take home the spoils from the southeast centre. They're away. Neil Cuff's got a good start from the outside down there. And Bernie Townsend marching a deal, moving up into second place, but dropping back to third as they get to the first corner. Oh, and over goes one of the outfits. I couldn't quite see. I think that was one of our Welsh boys, Erwin Bowman, I think. And I think Hugh Phillips rides on the side there. I'm sure I've got that wrong.
Right. The speed for race.
Erwin Bowman and Barry Phillips. Revs rise, the tapes fly, and they're on the way to the first turn, and again the Neil Cuff's away very fast, with Tony Penfold shot up the inside, taking the lead halfway down the first straight. Tony Penfold and Julian Wood from Neil Cuff and Jason Ralph. Around the turn, it's Tony Penfold and Julian Wood from Neil Cuff and Jason Ralph. I think that was 10 miles. Bernie Townsend got a bit of wheel spin. Trial tyres for use on these sidecars today. Dropped back to third place. Kev Bovis is out, the chain off the rear sprocket. And 1-2-6 there, Neil Cuff taking the last lap flag. Really slowing up now. Tony Penfold and Julian Wood, and Julian there saying slow down, we're last now, or not quite last, but we're well back, just take it easy, don't do any more damage to the motor. Checker flag comes down then. 1-2-6, the South Eastern Centre Champion driver, Neil Cuff. Yeah. From number 8, Tim Miles and Dean Truslove. They've got the next race underway, we'll have to give that result out in a moment then. I knew we were going to be fast today. And it looks like the other Welshman there, Neil Owen, that's taken up the lead on his 600cc single-cylinder Godden motor. From Hugh Phillips, another Welshman in second place, so they're really giving our boys a pasting in this one. It's Neil Owen and Andrew Evans then. Heading round that turn, proving the Godden theory right, and powers away from that much tighter. Neil Owen then, with Andrew Evans in a commanding lead from Hugh Phillips and Jamie Moss. Then Duncan Fish and 500. Hilton. Yeah, he's breaking in a new passenger this afternoon. It says in here it's Tony Wood. So the second flag goes for number 4, Neil Owen and Andrew Evans. Phillips and Jamie Moss. And Graham Hilton. Tony Wood, Carly Bell, and indeed he is with Carl Bell again this afternoon. And then 129, Lenny Borer and his new passenger, Ian Gould Davis. Can't get that lot out all afternoon. Away we go then. Flat out down the first straight. We've already, looks like we're losing Mr. Jarvis. Around the first turn they come then. Winding up that throttle, it looks like Lenny Borer. Penfold, Carl Bell. Featuring the Genesis engine as they did use at the end of last season. pushing hard on the back of Billy Penfold there, trying to go around the outside as they come into that corner. Don't forget it's still a bit grassy, Barry, will you? He's gone right round the outside at the moment. He's getting there. It's 129 then, Davis from number 9. Barry and Robin Gear. Then Billy Penfold and Carl Bell. I think this time we have lost Ken Jarvis. Oh, I thought his passenger got his hand up. And they are wandering to the outside of the circuit now, but it's Lenny Borer out in front with his new passenger, Ian Davis. Their new outfit, and then Billy Penfold, Carl Bell in third. Bad luck there for Ken Jarvis and Dave Hollins. Into the last turn then, for the last time. Lenny Borer putting it all sideways, making it happen. Lenny Borer and Ian Davis from the Gear Brothers. There in second place, a good christening for their new outfit. And then 23, Billy Penfold and Carl Bell. Off go the left-hand sidecars. Round we come then, round the turn. Oh, the sidecar wheel lifting for Lenny Borer. That's 2 miles behind him. Graham Hill breaking in his new passenger, Tony Wood. Now bringing up the rear is number 68, Ken Jarvis. Round they come then, Lenny Borer. From number 8, Tim Miles and Dean Truslove. And 68 there, Ken Jarvis and Dave Hollins. Oh, Lenny Borer's looking really good here this afternoon. That's a fair his time. And now goes Lenny Borer. Lenny Borer, is in or out? He puts his hand up, he does, he doesn't, he does, he doesn't. Oh dear. He's on a bucking bronco. Yeah, one of them. From 129, Lenny Borer, Eddie and Gould Davis, then Tim Miles and Dean Truslove, and then Graham Hilton and Tony Wood. Look at that Welshman go on that single cylinder, Godden 600cc. Look at that passenger getting off the side of that bike. This is how they used to do it in the 60s. Neil Tubb and Jason Rell. Then Tony Penfold and Julian Wood. In the Gear Brothers, Barry and Robin. Then Bernie Townsend and Martin Goodell bringing up the rear. Perfect, this flying 600cc. Drive, he gets out of that turn. Look at that passenger working away with his driver. Poetry in motion. Round the turn they come, the motor's absolutely flat out and the singing dong dong behind the taking the last lap right in there. Neil Tubb and Jason Rell holding a good second place there. They won't mind that. That's points. Points make prizes. The prizes are placed in the final. Then's the time to get the throttle wound right back. Or if you have got a multi, put the other plug cap on. Here we go. Kilo in and Andy Evans from Neil Tubb, Jason Rell. And Barry and Robin here. Improving as the day goes on. And then 23, Billy Penfold and Carl Bell. Tony Penfold and Julian Wood in the lead, out in front where they like it best. In this, the second leg of the left-hand side cars. Second, then Kev Bovis, Nigel Field bringing up the rear there in third. Only three in this one, the Davis brothers failing to materialise with their Kawasaki. I think they've got a next up in it this year. Anyway, with whatever they've got, haven't materialised in this one. 25. Clive Holland. And Jeff Bovis, Nigel Field on the Suzuki, bringing up the rear. Tony Penfold and Julian Wood. Duncan Fish and Clive Holland in hot pursuit in second. They'll be pleased for those points. Working towards the final here this afternoon. Having their best ride to date. Tony Penfold and Julian Wood take that checkered flag. Ahead of Clive Holland. Trying to put the passenger on the bike again. Duncan Fish and Clive Holland. And Kev Bovis and Nigel Field. Went home in third place. Pride, they tell me. And he walked back from the ambulance. So they'll go those three in the sidecar runoff. Up the first straight. And they're really going for it already. With the gear boys trying to go right round the outside of the other two on the first turn. It looks like they may have pulled it off, but Duncan Fish is putting in tight on the inside. Robbins says go, don't ease up now, we've got it. We're in the final. So Barry and Robin Gear leading. New outfit for this season. They tell me they've got a right-hand chair built as well. They've just got to change the engine over when there's no left-hand meetings. So the Gear brothers out in front. Duncan Fish and Clive Holland there in second place. Those positions remaining unchanged as they go round the back straight. In fact, the Gear boys seem to be pulling away from the rest of the field. Track seems to be withstanding the punishment very well, and of course the stipulation of trials tyres does help those. Fish and Clive Holland and Tim Miles and Dean Truslove. Well, into the last turn in for the last time, and Duncan Fish is making a bit of a late challenge as they come out of the last turn. Barry and Robin Gear take them. Coming to the final. Mr. Fish and Mr. Holland become the reserves, and poor old Mr. Miles and Truslove are on their way home. Oh, those sidecars are revving on the line, they can't wait to get underway. And away they go, down the... Oh no, wheelie, and it's the Welshman that's gone over, I do believe. Number 4, Neil Owen has wheelied at the line. And the race is continuing. The passenger walks away in disgust. And the race continues. Round they come then. And Ian Paul Davis that lead from Neil Cupp and Jason Ralph. Then Hugh Phillips and Jamie Moss, Tony Penfold and Julian Wood, and the Gear brothers in 5th place. Lenny Bora is on a good start of the season. Phillips now going after Lenny Bora. You can't keep the Welsh boys down. Good to see a strong lineup of left-hand sidecar boys here this afternoon, and heading the fold at the moment is Lenny Bora. lap by lap, and he's working out which is his best way round. One more straight and one more corner, and that'll be it. And it's Lenny Borer that leads. Lenny Borer and Ian Gould-Davies. Look at Hugh Phillips. The last turn for the last time. Can Lenny Borer hang on? Hugh Phillips is tucking up tight on the inside. He's waiting for that gap to open. Will it appear? It's not there. Tony Penfold and the Gear Brothers.
Once more, 110, 122, 175, 87, 176, 117, 112, 561, 185. 1 minute 18 and 1/5, 55.6 miles per hour. Looks like we've got a non-starter in this. Somebody pushing in there. The 1000C left-handers, traditionally from Kent, but we've got 1 or 2 invaders from Wales, so let's see how they get on. See, the passenger sits over the bike to start with, and then suddenly it's bum over the back wheel and hope the back wheel doesn't come up in the air, because if it does, you've got big problems. The driver either has to turn sharp right, or we've got to overtake straight away. The sidecar wheel goes flying up in the air as he overtakes there, number 4. Going around now on 2 wheels as he went in the side that bend. There we go. It looks like we've actually had a collapsed back wheel, I think, or a tyre has broken, one of them. Back wheel has collapsed, so I got some problem on that one on the top bend. He's pulled out. There's the number 4. You just see that sidecar wheel just lifting off the ground as they come around the corner. Not the most comfortable position in the world for the sidecar passengers, but pretty spectacular all the same. The closer to the ground you get, the faster it seems. So number 4 in front. That's Neil Owen. In fact, that's the Welsh Wizard, and he's had a problem. He's packed up. He had a big lead, and he's packed up. So number 9 takes the lead. Bob Gear in lead. Number 4, Neil Owen, come all the way from Wales. They call him the Welsh Wizard because he came from Wales and took the Kent left-handers to pieces with his riding, and he gets back riding about a 610 jowl, whereas everything else is 1000cc, but he's hit some problem today. In fact, we've had 2 withdrawals from that race. I hope they're not permanent. But number 9 wins. Followed by number 60, Cave Ovis. Followed by, in 3rd place, number 66. I believe 68, in fact, my eyes are deceiving me. All have happened to have drawn the inside grid, so they're all on the inside of the start gate. And they're ready, about to go. Leave that tape alone, and they're away. And who is it? It's 125 gets the drop. 125. Tony Penfold in front. And how do they get on the first bend? All fairly well bunched together. There's Tony Penfold in front, pulling out a bit of a lead as they go up the hill. A change of position, although in 2nd place he's gone a bit wide. But I think he can get away with it. 126 Neil Cuff, followed by 151 Graham Hilton. Tony Penfold still holding out in front, but you watch the 2nd place man, he seems to grab a bit of extra power up there to get close, but he's certainly closing on him. Perhaps next lap he'll have him, if he can keep the sidecar wheel on the ground, that is, of course. The 125 Tony's Penfold. Bringing up the rear at the moment is 123 Billy Penfold. So Penfold's, in fact, there's been a change of position in the 1st place. Tony Penfold has dropped back to 2nd place. We thought we'd leave it till that straight up there, but in fact he just sneaked by. I was watching Billy at the back. Coming around to start their last lap. Here they go. A battle at the front and a battle at the back. The trouble is, which one do you watch? I think the one at the back looks more interesting at the moment, slightly closer. Tony Penfold dropping back a little bit. There we go. Sidecar wheel generally staying on the ground at the moment, but he does pop up occasionally. Fine win there for Neil Cuff. Tony Penfold, a close one here. 151, I think. I'm not sure, quite close. Graham Hilton and Bill Penfold having a battle right to the line. 1 in the heats. There they go, away. and number 68 is in the lead as the passenger jumps across to the back wheel. Number 68, K Jarvis in front. Jarvis in front. In fact, it's pulled out quite a lead. It looked quite close when they went round this corner the first time, but in fact it's not him in front, it's 126. We did have a change of position. 126 is now in front. It's Neil Cuff, followed by a battle for second place. In fact, the leader has gone from first to third, but I think he's going to have a bit of a battle now. But 126, Neil Cuff, one of the better of the 1000cc left-hand sidecar riders, going around there, passenger hanging out there, trying to keep that wheel on the ground and stopping the thing from tipping over. Second place is number 60, it's Kevin Bovis, followed by 68, Ken Jarvis. Look at the lead, Neil Cuff has got pulled out an absolutely huge lead here as he goes down that hill. It must be quite exciting for the passengers there. When you go over the hill, you're suddenly pushed up in the air and then suddenly you've got to be over that sidecar well. I think the driver's had a bit of a message that we've got a big lead and we can ease off a little bit now. So number 60, second place, Kevin Bovis, followed by 68, Ken Jarvis. Neil Cuff, very, very big lead now. He's going to take it steady. Why make a mistake? You need to finish in each of the races to make the final. Very steady right down there. I don't think he's misfiring. I think that's just because the throttle's off a little bit. These bikes are tuned to rev properly at the right number of revs. When they're actually ticking over, they sometimes sound a little bit rough. A crack of a race this time. 1000 left-hand sidecars on the line. Just watch them when they come off the start line. The passenger is currently, or most of the passenger is currently over the back wheel. And by the time they get to that first bend, he needs to be over that sidecar wheel. If he's not, they're in trouble. Let's put it that way. Let's see at what point they move. Actually, most of them start to move as they come over the finish line to get over there. And I think a marker gone now. I think somebody just clipped it with their back, or their bum, one of the two. All six started and all six still going. Who's in front now? That's the question. Can't see his number from here. Number 69, I think, followed by 25 and then 9. Somebody's got a problem here. Very difficult to see some of the numbers on these sidecars, but I think 69 is in front. I think that's Bernie Townsend, number 69. Well, it was Bernie Townsend, but it changed. It was Lenny Brewer, actually. Lenny Brewer has taken over number 69. Followed by number 9, and I think it might be number 25. I can't actually see the number, but he's got a body colour on that says 25. So 69 is in front, Lenny Brewer. If you look closely, you can see his number plate. It's right behind where the driver's leg is, actually, and you can't see much of a number to the front of the bike. But and I think it's number 9. I think it's 69 and 9. And I still miss the number of the third place man. Fourth is 123, followed by 151, Graham Hilton. Unfortunately, we've got no Mr. Blobby here today on the 1000 left-handers. Last year we did have a bike in the colours of Mr. Blobby, and the rider got Mr. Blobby leathers on as well. So we did see Mr. Blobby in the left-handers last year, but not this year. Third place is 125. Oh, they've got a 25 on their body colour, but in fact they're riding 125. Another difficult one to see the numbers, but those people that attended the ESSA Club meeting last year saw Mr. Blobby on a 1000cc left-hand sidecar. I don't think so, they're all getting out of the way. We're on to race 38, 1000cc left-handers or cack-handers, whatever you want to call them. I prefer to call them the cack-handers. We've got 6 in this one. And they're all away, and they move over, hello, they're all away, but they didn't go very far. One of them's got a bit of a problem. If you can make your way to the centre of the track. But they're all around the first bend, I think. I thought it was somebody's foot flapping out of the back of that one, but it's a mud flap out the back. I thought maybe he'd lost his foot and it was his leg dragging, but in fact it's a mud flap. Right, who have we got in front? Can we see the number? I think that's the one that was 69, wasn't it? Followed by 12 something and 126. I think they must lap score from the inside down in Kent, because you can't see much from the outside. The numbers don't have to be cack-handed, do they? I'm sure it's number 69 in front. It's not Bernie Townsend, it's Lenny Borer in front, followed by 125, Tommy Penfold. 126, Neil Cuff in third place. They're all bunching together up there as they go around the top bend. There's three of them very much together. Certainly 69 Lenny Borer has pulled out, but there's a very, very tight battle on there for second place. In fact, there's been a change of position. It's now number 9 Bob Gear from 125. Tom Penfold, followed by 126 Neil Cuff. Also circulating, somewhat slower than the others at the moment, 60 Keith Bovis. But in first place and coming to collect the checkered flag, 69. Lenny Borer, followed by number 9, followed by 125 and 126, Neil Cuff in fourth place. There we go then. Last race before the interval. The best races of the day will come after the interval, so don't go, because the best bit is about to come. Whoa, 151 in the lead there, going up the track sideways. His front wheel was pointing towards the caravan, but fortunately wasn't going that way. 151, Graham Hilton in front. If I had good eyesight, I could tell you who was in second place. I reckon it's 123 Billy Penfold. Just check my eyesight. Certainly got three numbers on it. 151 anyway in front. Graham Hilton, followed by 123 Billy Penfold, followed by 68, who is Ken Jarvis. Billy Penfold partly responsible for getting the 1,000 left-hand sidecars up today. He's the liaison man for the left-hand sidecars, and he said we'd be delighted to come, providing there's no other meetings in Kent, because obviously they would be expected to ride in their own centre first of all, but fortunately their meeting got cancelled, or he got played about with the date, and it ended up being cancelled, and that's why they're here today. So it's 151 Graham Hilton from 123 Billy Penfold. Bill Penfold's right up alongside him now as they come up there. Billy Penfold, Godden powered engine. Godden engine's made in Kent. We've got a number 68 has pulled out. The engine has died, as they say. But Graham Hilton is having none of it. Pulled away from Bill Penfold. Oh, what's happened there? Is we going through the ropes? We're outside the markers, mind the ropes. God, blimey, what was that? 1, 2, 3, Billy Penfold wins. Oh, spectacular, 155 Graham Hilton. I thought he was going to plough all the ropes down there. He certainly had a few markers. I don't think he'd be penalised for that. I think. Right, it looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left-handed chairs on the line for their final left-handed 1000cc sidecar final. The cack-handers, as are known around this way, cack-handed because they go around the track the wrong way to what they should be, but there they go. Somebody just clipped a marker with an elbow there, but I don't think that's too blatant at all. A bit tight on the first bend. They're opening the motors there this time. I think someone was taking it easy earlier on, but they streaked down over that hill with the old passenger leading out as far as he can. I reckon it's number 69 in front. 69, 125, 126, 9, 123, 68 and 60 as they went by me. Can't see number 69's number very well because he's placed the number plate where he puts his foot. Get a tremendous view of it from here as he goes up the hill, but nobody's got that good of eyesight, but never mind. 69 in front, followed by 125, Tony Penfold, followed by 126, number 9, 23, 68 and 60. I think it's 125 Tony Penfold in front. 69 is not Bernie Townsend as per your programme, it's Lenny Borer. 69 Lenny Borer, followed by Tony Penfold. There's a change of position up there, they're all going around the outside. Oh, I think he's gone a bit too wide really to do any good. 126 is Neil Cuff, and number 9 is Bob Gear, followed by 23, 123 is Billy Penfold, 68 is Ken Jarvis, and number 60 Kevin Bovis. But certainly the first four positions all fairly tight. Last bend dive, Tony Penfold, is he going to chance it and go a bit quicker and risk that wheel coming up in the air? He's coming around the outside. No, it's 69 wins, 125, 9 and 126. Super for day's racing. There'll be no rerun of that. So, we would be grateful. I'll give you the result of that in a moment, but in the meantime, we would be grateful if you would pull up a stake, take the rope off the stakes, wriggle the stake nicely so it comes out without breaking the point, otherwise I have a job to put back in September.
Richard Davis, Billy Penfold, I believe Carl Bell this afternoon, Neil Owen, Barry Gear, Ken Jarvis and Johnny Arnold, and they're underway. Down the first straight they go. Davis boys look as if they're in trouble. At the back of the field at the moment. But it's the Welsh Wizard. Neil Owen and Andy Evans. Using their Grumman engine, laid down fashion. Getting real good grip on this slippery circuit. I'm sure that single cylinder will deliver the power to the ground better than the multis this afternoon. Very nice to have that spot of rain there just at the right time, keeping the dust down. Makes everybody see what's going on. Absolutely flying up at that thing, screaming down that straight. Neil Owen and Andy Evans, look at that man get off that chair. John Arnold, John Tyso, top pursuit in second place. Then Bill Penfold, or Billy Penfold rather. And then the Gear brothers. Then Ken Jarvis and Dave Hollins. And then Philip and Richard Davis bringing up the rear. Coming on a big pursuit round the outside there to try and make up some lost ground. Obviously had a bit of a problem at the start of the race, but he's getting to it now. The last lap flag goes out. Starting their last lap on the Then John Arnold, John Tyso, and second place from the racing equipment. Then Billy Penfold. And Carl Bell. Being overtaken there by the Davis brothers. Philip and Richard from Harfield in Surrey. First win of the afternoon for number 4, Neil Owen and Andy Evans. Well running again, had a bit of a mishap with it up at Ugly and Essex last. Hard work, we've got it all rebuilt. Good third place there to Philip and Richard Davis. After their disastrous start on their comeback ride. See how they go in this one. The tapes fly and away they go, and they're down the first straight. Looks like Graham Hilton. No, it's Lenny Borer. That's Lenny Borer that's got the flying start, but it's soon to be overtaken by Mr. Patchell. Mr. Patchell nips up on the inside, squirts the throttle, but he's gone a little bit wide, and then man in second place by back. 188 then, leading from 209, Andy Jennings, then Erwin Bauman, then Tony Penfold, and then right back down. How did he manage to get right back down there after such a good start? Lenny Borer at the back of the field. Just have a misfire on that bike. Holding the lead. Oh, look at this close stuff now from Flying Welshman going right around the outside there, but he's locked up a little bit too much, and Andy Jennings gets back on the inside of him. Andy Jennings going back up into second place. Erwin Bauman, a brave attempt there, but it didn't pay off that time. You're not going to get a better race in the midfield than you can at the front. Terry Patchell, Julian Browning. Norwich Racing Equipment. Another NRE in second place. Andy Jennings. Erwin Bauman this time going for the inside line. But again he's got problems, and this time I think the engine's actually stopped. No, he's going again. Desperate problems for him there on that corner. Last turn for the last time, and here comes Terry Patchell with Julian Browning. Collecting there first. In second place then. Followed by Erwin Bauman. Odin Castle. And Kev Bovis. And Nigel Field. Lenny Borer and Bob Ager. Tony Penfold. And I'm not sure who's on with him this afternoon. Lenny Borer and Bob Ager. The revs rise, away they go off that start line and down that straight they go. 209, Andy Jennings seems to have the advantage at the moment, but Terry Patchell was right in there and through there. Through there he goes, on the inside into that turn. No messing from this man. Terry Patchell, Julian Browning, leading. Well, there you go then, Terry Patchell. Julian Browning, Andy Jennings, second place. Then the Gear Boys move up to third, past Lenny Borer and Bob Ager. Lenny Borer not having such a good day today. He's had a good run this season, but not so much luckier this afternoon for him. Ken Jarvis and Dave Hollands bringing up the rear. Racing equipment leading the race. Another NRE in second place. Followed by Yamaha Genesis, then another Yamaha Genesis, and then a big Suzuki. The race continuing. A few more spatters coming down. Here comes the start. Follow Andy Jennings. Get this on the fly there. Oh, Tony Huggett, of course, Anthony Huggett. Next race then the Gear Brothers in third. Then Lenny Borer and Bob Ager. There's a bit of a misfire on the old Suzuki there. Ken Jarvis and Dave Hollands. Two wins this afternoon for number 188, Terry Patchell and Julian Browning, followed by number 209, Andy Jennings and Tony Huggett. Then the Gear Brothers, Barry and Robin, and then Lenny Borer. With Dave Holland, Ken Jarvis and Dave Hollands bringing up the rear. Revs rise, tapes flying, away they go. Who's it going to be this time as they make the break? It's Neil Owen, it's Erwin Bowman, the other man from Wales, showing his Welsh compatriot the way down that straight, but into the corner they go, and Neil Owen's taken the bait already as he flies around the outside. Erwin Bowman finds back on the inside. Odin Castle from Neil Owen. Neil Owen got the inside run this time and he's through. Neil Owen and Andy Evans through from second to first. Erwin Bowman pushing hard in second place. Erwin Bowman and Odin Castle. Then it's John Arnott, alias Mr. Blobby. Coming back at Neil Owen again as he goes to that inside line. Neil Owen's flying around the outside and Erwin Bowman picks up the chair wheel, loses a bit of ground. Neil Owen and Andy Evans are in full flight in the front, but look at Erwin Bowman coming back at him. Not only do they come down from Wales and give us South Easterners a good splash in, they're even fighting it amongst themselves now. Neil Owen's gone very wide on this one. Erwin Bowman tucked up on the inside. Over goes Erwin Bowman and Odin Castle. Odin looks a little bit winded on the floor there. Erwin's up and away. The race being stopped, obviously in the interest of safety. And they're off on this third leg of the left-handers, and it looks like that flying Welshman, Neil Owen, in the lead, but watch Terry Patchell. Andy Jennings in the lead now. Andy Jennings in the lead. Neil Owen trying to go around the outside, in fact he does, but he's going the long way round. These Welshmen come down here invading Kent, but the Kent and Sussex boys, they're having a go round. It's Andy Jennings in the lead. Then we got Tony Penfold, then Neil Owen.
Patchell. But Andy Jennings certainly got a bit between his teeth now, and they've really giving that 600 God and something this time. They realise that they've been chased by this man from Wales. So Andy Jennings still in the lead. Tony Penfold in third, Terry Patchell in fourth. Sorry, third. Then Neil Owen in fourth. I'll get my thirds and fourths muddled up. Tony Penfold, Andy Jennings got trouble. Neil Owen in third, Terry Patchell in fourth. Lenny Boer in fifth. And it's, really something. Well, Owen Ballman must have got his welding done because he's out there in the lead. Owen Ballman, another one. In the lead from Mr. Blobby. Kevin Jarvis going quite well this time. He's up there in third, but it's Mr. Blobby who's taken over second. The Gear brothers in third now, then Ken Jarvis. And Billy Penfold bringing up the rear. Owen Ballman in the lead from Mr. Blobby and the Gear brothers. Then Ken Jarvis. And then Billy Penfold bringing up the rear. Ernie will have to have words with him, I can see that. But in the front, it's another one of the flying Welshmen, Owen Ballman. Watch the Gear brothers, they're making a last-minute charge on this last lap. Ken Jarvis got problems again. His motor seems to go off song after about 3 laps. Well, 2.5 laps actually. So Billy Penfold moving up into fourth place. To take the checkered flag. A win for number 7, Owen Baldwin and the Gear brothers. What did I say? They were going to have a go. Sure enough they did. Pressurised tapes flying, off they go. And the Welshman's away on the 600cc. Godden, he's well clear on that first straight. Can anybody catch him now? Bunch up on that first corner, and it's a little bit tight in places, I can tell you, but not for Neil Owen. Neil Owen's away. Andy Jennings has got a bit between his teeth, and he means business on that Neil Owen if he can get there. Owen Bowman, another Welsh contender in third place with Odin Castle in the chair. Then it's Terry Patchell and Julian Brown in fourth. They've put themselves out quite nicely at the moment, but I don't think it's going to stay like that. Owen Bowman right on the back wheel of Andy Jennings. Neil Owen flying away. Second place. Then Owen Bowman in third. They're still quite nicely spread apart, but there's not a lot of love lost between any of them, and just about anybody could overtake somebody if they tried. Round the turn they come in, and it's Neil Owen. One lap from victory. 209 Andy Jennings. And Tony Huggett in second place. Then it's Erwin Bowman and Odin Castle. Then Barry and Robin Gear, Terry Patchell and Julian Browning. And John Arnott, John Tyso in sixth place. Last turn for the last time, and they're still quite well spread out. Second place, 209, Andy Jennings. And Tony Huggett. So that's underway then on the first race for this afternoon.
start for Jeff Douglas, Nigel Field, the rest of them are underway, and it's the Welsh Wizard that's out in front at the moment, Neil Owen, and Andy Evans. Look at that capacity, get off the side of that bike. Philip and Richard Davis in hot pursuit in second place. And Andy Evans, Philip and Richard Davis. Jeff Douglas and Nigel Field. Look at the style of that Welshman, he's absolutely flat out and going for it on the 600cc. Charlie, Graham Hill. That's the Welshman, he's gone. He's absolutely flying again. He has to look over his shoulder, he sees he's all clear, and he starts the last lap. Ken Jarvis, around that turn. Up the checkered flag drops for number 4. Neil Owen and Andy Evans. Minute 2:17. Philip Richard Davis in second place. Neil Cup and Jason Ross taking third. Brian Hilton and Bill Baldwin there in 4. Then Ken Jarvis, Craig Holland, Jeff Douglas. Result, Thomas Brown. Left-hand Sidecars, so I don't think we're going to stop the Welsh Wizard. Time Hotel. In the first right, over the rest of the field. Second of the third. Straight off that line into the lead goes Neil Owen. But look, the Davis boys strike back. They went for the inside line, but they didn't quite take it. Now Neil Owen got crack that throttle on and blast up the hill on the 600cc single ahead of the 1000cc 4-cylinder extra. Neil Owen, Andy Evans, look at Andy Evans get down on that chair. He knows what to do with that. Work absolutely beautifully as a team, those two. But there's no slowing up for Neil Owen. Absolute dynamite. They're taking the last lap flag. Graham Hill before Kirkwood and Charlie back on. Flat out they come round then. Neil Owen and Andy Evans take the checkered flag, 2 out of 2. Second again for 2:17, Philip and Richard Davis, Hartfield and Sapping. Then Neil Cup and Jason Ross making third. Right Hill and Phil Corcoran. Left-hand Sidecars away then, Neil Owen has got the lead already. Anybody stop this man? 2 lines, 2 wins, and he's well in front now. Who's got the motor on? Look, he's coming up that hill. Neil Owen and Andy Evans from Neil Cup. One or two problems here and there, but nothing too untoward so far. Number 4, Neil Owen, Andy Evans, coming round the turn, flat out, making that drop close. rather boring, so we'll watch the midfielders. Neil Owen and Andy Evans then, on their last lap. Good Philip and Richard Davis, battle between those two outfits. Tim Davis looks right at the left of the road of race, this guy goes right to the inside. This is the last lap, it's going to be down the centre of the all that good turn down that back straight. Tim Davis having the advantage on that one at the moment, but the winner comes up to take the checkered flag. The Welsh presents Neil Owen and Andy Evans win again. Second this time after two thirds, Neil Cuff and James Burrell. Then Philip and Richard Davis. And look, Kev Moses and Michael Field, Pete Graham Wilson and Phil Corcoran over the line. And then Ken Jarvis and Dave Holland, relegated to sixth place. That line work, as we go right with the Richard Davis on the inside, making a run for their money as they go into that corner, but Neil Owen has got the motor cracked on. Neil Owen, Andy Evans, a neat line round that corner. They are out in front, they've got three rides, this is the fourth one. Can he get 4 wins in a row? Jeff Moses in Michael Field, Graham Wilson and Phil Corcoran, Jarvis and Dave Holland. Well, just look at that passenger getting off that line. He's real pretty well. Give me a photo of that, Peter. That's terrific. And the floor, Neil Owen and Andy Evans. Jarvis, Dave Holland. Neil Owen and Andy Evans then taking the last lap flag, just 1 lap from victory here at the Mason Agency. They end up doing second on board. Around they come then, the checkered flag is out, 4 Welsh winners yet again, 4 rides, 4 wins. Neil Owen and Andy Evans. Neil Cuff and Jason Ross, good second for them. And 2 runs for Philip and Richard Davis. Turn 60.
Well, last year's winner Luke Patchell isn't defending his championship this year. But in this race, Bill Penfold and Liam Chivers go. Bill was second last year. Neil Cuff and Jason Ralph, they were 6th in 1994, so interesting to see. And clearly when you think about the position of the sidecar in these outfits, they have some problems getting off that top end without tipping everything over. Here we go then. A unique opportunity, we don't see these outfits very often, but they are very entertaining. Tom Penfold, on a Tony Penfold. Tony Penfold, one of the many quick Penfold competitors from Mason and Hendrick around there. Leading as they come round towards us to complete that first lap. And, nice tight line from Neil Cuff and Jason Ruffin behind them. And then in third place was Billy Penfold and Cole Bell. Like Tony Penfold and Julian Wood along the line. Line 55 blade, it says, or 1,000 steps said are. Well, we don't know which one they're using today. Still Neil Cuff and Jason Ralph in that second place. Third place number, extremely difficult for the ladies to read here, and for me as well. It could well be Phil Jones and James Moss. I'll pick it up. So then still out in front, Tony Penfold and Julian Wood. From Neil Cuff and Jason Ralph. bit of assistance with that third place number, no doubt about that. As the race wins, winners Tony Penfold and Julian Wood cross the line. We stay with the left-hand sidecars as we cross the page to race 11. Making a good start. Neil Owen and tucked in behind him, that looked like Len Borer as they went round the top. The guys with the small engine, 600 cc's, but my word, doesn't it go. Still 129 in second place, and in third place number 9. So it's Barry Gear and Robin Gear in that third place. Behind second majority of them come from Kent. We used to see a lot from Cornwall as well. Not so many these days, but one or two Welshmen in there. So still out in front then, Neil Owen and Andrew Evans. Very much under control. The car ahead into the last lap. And you can see how light that sidecar wheel gets. Still Len Borer and Bob Ager in second place. In third place number 9, still the Gears. And tucked in behind them. So then, they've led throughout. Victory then for Neil Owen and Andrew Evans. Look back quite a long way to Len Borer and Bob Ager in second place. And in third place, it's still Barry Gear. What shall we say then? Well, Neil Owen making a good start here. And Len Borer was in second spot as they went past us, but it's across the far side, Neil Owen. Reporting the event. Next week's motorcycle news. Pleased to see Andrew in this part of the world. And out in front then, Neil Owen and Andrew Evans. And looks like in second spot. Check on the number next time around. But Neil Owen then and Andrew Evans with the advantage at the moment, and they seem to be really pulling away from the opposition. Now that looks like 129 Len Borer, who is still in second spot. That was the position that he took up right. Well, one more lap to go then for the 1000cc left-hand sidecar. Crews in this race, and it's still Neil Owen and Andrew Evans. Still Len Borer and Bob Ager in second place. In the result of this race on that last lap. Victory then for Neil Owen and Andrew Evans. Len Borer and Bob Ager in second place, and in third place, as we said on the previous lap, Barry and Robin Gear. Well, Tony Penfold and Julian Wood had a win in their first outing. Well, I wonder if they're going to repeat it this time around. Tony Penfold and Julian Wood. And in front, Will Phillips and James Moss in second place. So Tony Penfold looking to score a second victory here this afternoon. Will Phillips and James Moss having to contend with the attentions of John Arnott and John Tyso. Final wall with an unhappy sounding Golden V twin there, something a little bit off my right. One more lap to go then for the leaders, and those leaders, Tony Penfold and Julian Wood. And it's still Will Phillips and James Moss in second place, John Arnott and John Tyso. Simon Wall, another good craft, and across the line go the winners, Tony Penfold and Julian Wood. Second place, as they were in the last two laps, Will Phillips and James Moss. So 251, John Tyso will make the best of the starts, and twin all the way from the Here we go then, 251, John Arnott, John Tyso coming around towards us. Second place, Will Phillips and James Moss. Got a good start, use it to good advantage. They stay ahead of Will Phillips, and the gears, Barry and Robin. So checkered flag time. John Arnott and John Tyso reach it in first place. Will Phillips and James Moss remain in second, and in third remain Barry and Robin Gear. So then, race 33 gets underway. And number 4 it is who gets around that contract. Very impressed hard by Tony Penfold and Julian Wood, and in fact they're side by side. Tony Penfold on the inside rather. Neil Owen on the inside, and that's the way they stay. In third place it was 126 Neil Cuff. Through the dust towards us once again, and Neil Owen and Andrew Evans it is who've got away just a little from Tom Penfold and Julian Wood, and the third place remains with Wood. So number 4 it is, Neil Owen and Andrew Evans on the Gosden Special who win. In second place, 125, Tony Penfold and Julian Wood. And in third place, Neil Cuff and Jason Robb. No changes then on those last